Let me recognize the top leadership, both in the county and national. We have the MCAs, we have the cabinet, and we also have the National Assembly. I want to call on stage on their behalf, Owen Bayer, to come on stage, kindly.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency and Excellency Governor, fellow leaders that are here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's my honor and a privilege to introduce the leadership of the county. Your Excellency, I would like to start with all the MCAs that are here from Kilifi County. If you are here, I would request you to be upstanding and wave at the President. MCAs that are here, kindly, let's clap for the applause, the MCAs. Thank you very much. Be seated. Secondly, Your Excellency, I would like to introduce members of Parliament that are here. I'll start with Malindi, our Malindi MP, Amina Mnyazi. Let's applause. Let's give her an applause. Then I want to introduce Ganze MP, Kenneth Charo Tungule, who is here with us. Kindly, let's give him an applause. I would like to introduce the MP for Kaloleni, Honorable Paul Katana, also known as PK. Let's give him an applause. Your Excellency, I want to introduce you to one gentleman called Kenga Mupe. Kenga Mupe is the MP for Abai. Honorable, Your Excellency, I would like to introduce the MP for this area, the Honorable Ken Chonga, Kilifi South, who is here. Thank you very much. I would like now to introduce the top leadership, and I would like to start with the women representative, the Honorable Gertrude Mbeyu. Let's applause. And finally, Honorable President, allow me to introduce the longest serving of all of us, the Honorable Stewart Mazayo, the Senator for Kilifi. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I just want to say one or two things. I want to welcome you to Kilifi and congratulate Governor Gideon Mungaro for this outstanding investment conference that we have here. Let's applaud the Governor for this great effort. Thank you. Your Excellency, it's very refreshing to see the Governor taking the next step in the ladder of empowering the people of Kilifi economically through this investment conference. Governor, you're doing a good job, and we wish you God's grace as you continue to transform Kilifi. With your leadership, I am sure you will transform this great county that has for many years been a county of potential. We would like to move from potential to real economic growth and ability to uplift Kilifi from the poverty that for many, many years people have talked about in this county. And you can only do that through investments such as we are witnessing now. We have seen the many exhibitors that are here, and with that dream, Governor, I am sure you will take Kilifi to the next level. Your Excellency, what Governor Mungaro is doing is actually dovetailing to your Kenya Kwanza manifesto, a manifesto that we believe needs to take people from the bottom up. And I think that is the idea and that is the vision the governor has for this county. And therefore, as leaders, and I want to speak on behalf of the leaders, as leaders, we have no choice but to support what the governor is doing here and what Your Excellency is doing for Kenya, so that we uplift the lives of these people. With the many investments that are here, the many youth that are saying they do not have jobs, the many households that sleep hungry, the many children who cannot go to school, we have an opportunity to transform this county, Your Excellency, so that all these people are able to move forward. Your Excellency, I would like to say this finally. Kenya can only move from a middle-income country to a high-income country if only we are ready to disrupt the norm, to look at the norm and say this is not enough, to look at what we have and say we are not doing what we must be doing, and move this country to the next level. And we can only do that through good ideas and ability to implement what we think we must implement. Your Excellency, this county for many years we have talked about the squatter problem. I know you have a plan to solve it. I know the governor has a plan to solve the squatter problems that we have here. And I am sure with the kind of transformation ideas that we have and what the governor has, we are able to change. Your Excellency, I want to say one thing. You know, my grandfather was a very wise person, and he used to say that if you want a lot of milk from a goat, you will not get it. You want a lot of meat from a goat, you won't get it. But if you replace the goat with a cow, you will get that. You will get more milk, you will get more meat. And I think this is what we are doing away with the goat and replacing it with a cow, so that we get enough for everybody. And I think with good investment, Your Excellency, we are able to transform this county, and I want to welcome the investors that are here. We want to give you confidence that this is a good destination for investment. This is a good place to be. This is a good space to do business, and we are ready to embrace you so that we can take Kilifi to the next level. Your Excellency, I thank you, and I thank you.
Thank you, Owen Baya. In the house, we also have Joseph Dena and Mishimboko. Thank you so much. And in the county, you have chief officers. Kindly wave to the president and the CCs. And last but not least, because of this beautiful organization, the committee, which stood by me as chair, can you be standing, please, and wave to the president for putting up a nice investment conference. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we look forward to the day's discussion, I am honored to welcome a leader, a visionary leader whose dedication have been instrumental in driving Kilifi's transformation. His leadership inspires us to aim higher and achieve more and more as a county and as a community. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite His Excellency, the Governor of Kilifi County, who is also the chair of the Jumuiya za County za Pwani, Gideon Maitha Mungaro, to address the distinguished gathering. Karibu, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Senate, Speaker of the Senate, Cabinet Secretaries present, the Diplomatic Corps, and our partners and investors present, good morning. Your Excellency, before I start my speech, allow me, because I have only two of my colleagues, the rest are either on the way, so they'll miss this opportunity. Allow me to invite my two colleagues, my sister, the Governor of Kwale, and the Governor of Mombasa, my brother Abdul Swamad, to have a minute to say something before I proceed. With your permission, Your Excellency. I'll start with Abdul Swamad. We go with the numbers, 001, then 002, then I finish 003. Karibu.
Hamjambo.
Jambo.
Your Excellency, ningeongea lugha ya hapa Kigiriama, lakini watu wataona pengine tuwasengenyana. Kwa hivyo nipe nafasi niongee Kiswahili. Na kabla sijaongea Kiswahili kwa sababu tuko na wageni. One, I take the opportunity to congratulate my brother. We have come a very, very long way together from the times when we served our people as members of parliament and now as respective governors. The cooperation between myself and Governor Mungaro supersedes just a brotherhood. The fact that we have counties that are economically interdependent, counties that our boundaries are nothing else but seamless, and this is an amazing. The growth of Kilifi is the growth of Mombasa. The growth of Kilifi is the growth of Kwale. The growth of Kilifi is the growth of Taita. The growth of Kilifi is the growth of Tana River and Lamu likewise. So mine is just to say a big congratulations. A lot that has been done, a lot that has been seen. Na pengine niongee kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Kwa hii mpangilio ulioweza kufanywa leo haukuchukua wiki moja, haukuchukua wiki mbili, haukuchukua mwezi mmoja, haukuchukua miezi miwili. Na ningeomba watu waweze kuolewa ya kwa ukiona chaolea ujue kimeundwa. Mazungumzo ya conference hii Gavana Mng'aro amekuwa nayo kwa muda takriban mwaka mzima. Na mimi namshukuru Gavana na kuwaomba na kuwasihi kila mmoja aliyoko hapo nje. Roma haikujengwa kwa siku moja, lakini ilijengwa. Mambo yakifanyika hayafanyiki kwa funga macho na kufungua, lakini mwisho yafanyika. Na nchi haijengwi kwa kila mmoja kuweza kutusiana. Nchi hujengwa sio kwa sisi kuzungumza ikawa hatuelewani, lakini sisi kwa sisi kuzungumza katika hali ambayo kwamba tutaweza kuelewana. Na nikuchukue tena fursa kuweza kukaribisha, najua baada ya siku mbili rais tutakuwa na wewe Mombasa kwa shughuli za Iala pamoja na wageni wako wengine, na kuchukua fursa kumwambia ndugu Governor Mng'aro, congratulations once again. Kongole, asanteni sana.
Thank you. Allow me, Your Excellency, to invite Governor 002, our sister, Governor Achani.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Cabinet Secretaries present, fellow governors, led by our Chairman, Honorable Gideon Mung'aro, members of the Parliament, senators, all delegates present, good morning. May I take this opportunity to commend my brother Gideon Mung'aro for hosting us for today's investment conference. Congratulations, Governor, for the good work you are doing in Kilifi. And I know the investment conference in Kilifi, the fruits of this conference will trickle down to other counties, including Kwale County. Our investment opportunities are similar. Of course, matters tourism, blue economy, mining, and Your Excellency, thank you very much for profiling and marketing our counties. From the time you came to Kwale for Mashujaa celebrations till today, our hotels are fully booked. Thank you for creating a conducive environment for investment. And this shows that we need more investors to invest in hotel industry. Because as we are speaking, there are no rooms in Kwale. So we are calling upon investors, invest in Kilifi and make sure to invest in Kwale too. We have His Excellency the President has created enabling environment in Kwale. He has opened Dongokundu. He's also expanding Diani Airport, karibuni Kwale. Your Excellency Gideon Mung'aro, pongezi sana. Mungu azidi kukuongoza na uendelee kuibeba Kilifi juu na pia kuongoza jumuiya ya kaunti vilivyo. Pongezi sana, my brother.
Thank you, Governor 002, Governor Achani. Now it's Governor 003. I didn't make any mistake, Your Excellency. Started 001, 002, now 003. I want also to give apologies for my two colleagues, Governor Godana and Governor Taita. We had told them, Your Excellency, that will be here from 11. So I think they didn't get up early, but they're on their way here. So I'm sure you will be able to mingle with them a bit later. So, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me start by welcoming you for the second day of the Kilifi County International Investment Conference. It is a privilege to address this esteemed gathering of leaders and investors who share a passion for turning potential into prosperity. This conference, under the theme Accelerating Economic Growth Through Partnerships, symbolizes the transformative power of collaboration. Kilifi County stands at the forefront of this journey, offering vast opportunities across diverse sectors to those bold enough to invest in a future of shared success. Kilifi County's transformation into a regional investment hub is rooted in partnerships that have already begun to bear fruit. We are proud, Your Excellency, to showcase a series of milestones that underscore our commitment to fostering growth and creating an enabling environment for business. The One Voice Consortium, representing our diaspora community, has committed a 10 billion projects of housing for our diaspora community in Malindi, retirement and holiday homes, revisionalizing our real estate landscape. These successes, Your Excellency, are a testament to the partnerships we have cultivated between government, private entities, and international development partners. You will also, Your Excellency, witness strides we are making in cementing our position as leaders in blue economy as a catalyst of economic growth through an MOU with Kenya Shipyards here today. We are exploring the construction of water boats for fishing and tourist transportation along the coastal belt. Our intention to work with other government agencies, development partners, and investment community is unparalleled. Kilifi's story is far from over. Today, I am excited to unveil bold initiatives that will further position Kilifi as a leading destination for global investment. An international convention center. We are planning to develop a world-class convention center, Your Excellency, an exhibition facility that will establish Kilifi as a hub for business tourism, a step that was further advanced by an MOU we signed this week with the Kenyatta International Convention Center, Your Excellency. This will attract international conferences, trade expos, and summits, driving demand for services across hospitality, retail, and transport sectors, and creating jobs for thousands of locals. Facilities for medical tourism. We are planning the construction of a cutting-edge healthcare facilities, including a level 6 teaching and referral hospital, to make Kilifi a destination of choice for medical tourism. This initiative will offer advanced medical services, attract patients regionally and internationally, and foster the growth of auxiliary sectors such as wellness, tourism, hospitality, and logistics. The 3,000-acre special economic zone at Kayafungo in Kaloleni, Your Excellency. This industrial hub will attract manufacturers and investors, creating thousands of jobs and transforming Kilifi into a center for industrial innovation and export-driven growth. Your Excellency, the song we have heard always, and I will not stop to repeat, Malindi Airport expansion, Your Excellency. By expanding Malindi Airport, or developing a new international airport, we aim to position Kilifi as a global gateway for trade and tourism, unlocking new markets and opportunities. These transformative projects will elevate Kilifi's status on the global investment map while delivering tangible benefits to our people. Your Excellency, key sectors such as agriculture, blue economy, renewable energy, ICT, manufacturing, real estate, and tourism remain central to our growth strategy. Kilifi's agriculture sector is diversifying through value-added processing for fruits, nuts, seafood, and livestock products, with immense potential for export. In the blue economy, investments in sustainable fisheries and aquaculture are unlocking the wealth of our marine resources. Renewable energy. Projects are not only addressing local energy needs, but aligning with global sustainability goals, making Kilifi an ideal destination for green energy investments. On the real estate and tourism are thriving with high-end projects such as the Vipingo Ridge, redefining the standards for luxury and ecotourism. We are also actively empowering our youthful population by creating opportunities in the digital economy and fostering entrepreneurship through skills development and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, Kilifi County is a land of immense potential, ripe for investment and ready to deliver exceptional returns. We are committed to maintaining a business-friendly environment with streamlined processes, robust infrastructure, and a culture of trust and collaboration. To our current partners, thank you for your confidence in Kilifi. To prospective investors, I invite you to join us on this remarkable journey. Together, we can shape Kilifi into a beacon of opportunity, innovation, and shared prosperity. Before I invite the Cabinet Secretary, Your Excellency, to make his remarks and then invite you, you will be pleased to know that in the course of the preparation of this conference, Your Excellency, we have signed a number of agreements and MOUs with various partners. Today, you will witness signing of 3 more and the launch of the employment pathways for youth by USAID, an $8 million project targeting over 16,000 youth with market-relevant instructions. Kilifi being one of the beneficiaries, as well as Kilifi County Development Corporation, which will be launched in this conference. Your Excellency, I think I don't want to stand here and get all the credit without recognizing the team who worked with me tirelessly, headed by my deputy Flora and the private sector team we put together to make this conference a success. So I want my deputy and the team, both from the county and the private sector, to stand and we give them an applause. Asanteni sana for helping me to put this together, and also thank my wife for the long nights I was not at home. Asante sana with the family. She's also here to witness that I was not missing another. Thank you very much, and let me take this. Thank you. Let me take this opportunity to do what is meant to be done. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for accepting to come and grace this occasion.
Another round of applause for Governor. And of course, some wisdom there to thank his wife, otherwise he'd have nowhere to go tonight. Your Excellency, sir, the MOUs that are going to be signed are 3 of them, and they're in this order. We'll start with the Kenya Shipyard Limited, which will be signing this together with Kilifi County. And Kenya Shipyard Limited is supporting Kilifi County's blue economy agenda with maritime infrastructure. So if we can have the representative from Kenya Shipyard Limited to also progress and have the signing of this particular MOU. On standby, if we can also have Zonken Group, those who are going to be signing for Zonken Group, to kindly just stand on the right of the podium, because they'll be next after this signing. So this particular signing, Your Excellency, is the Kenya Shipyard Limited with Kilifi County, and the Kenya Shipyard Limited is supporting Kilifi County with maritime infrastructure. If I may also request that the photographers be ready once they are finished with the signing. We'll have one photo with them before we move to the next group, which is Zonken Group, signing together with Kilifi County. So we can stand up for the photo opportunity. Thank you. So we may now have the next, which is Zonken Group. And Zonken Group with 2 MOUs, one for the infrastructure development of 3,000-acre special economic zone in Kaloleni, and the other is for solar energy for the Baricho water plant, the African Digital So the 2 MOUs for Zonken is for 3,000-acre special economic zone in Kaloleni, and the other for solar energy for the Baricho water plant. If we can also have on standby African Digital Media Institute to kindly come to the side of the stage. The 3rd MOU is going to be between African Digital Media Institute and Kilifi County. So representatives of African Digital Media Institute, if you can kindly progress to the stage. After the photo is taken, you may take your seat for the signing. That's after the 2 MOUs by Zonken. And once that is done, you may stand up for a photo opportunity. I believe we already did one with Zonken. So we may progress to the next group, which is the African Digital Media Institute. African Digital Media Institute, who are signing this again with Kilifi County. Your Excellency, the African Digital Media Institute hopes to train over 1,000 creatives to monetize their talent with Centum. The MOU is a partnership between Kilifi County with the Africa Digital Institute and Centum, supported by Google, and working with the Digital Opportunity Trust and Shortlist. They are training over 10,000 creatives in all Kenyan counties to monetize their talent, with 500 youth in Kilifi already trained on the pipeline. We will see a digital upskilling with the county government officials with TVET teachers in 2025. Another round of applause for the MOUs. The 4th item, Your Excellency, is also an approved land this has already been signed by the Cabinet Secretary Salim Vuria, and it is approval of land belonging to Vipingo located in Kilifi County as a special economic zone. So on this, we'll have this particular certificate handed over to Centum, and this will be done by the cabinet. Okay, we'll stand guided. All right, thank you very much. Governor, you may come and invite the cabinet secretary. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for allowing us to do that. Now it's my single honor and pleasure to invite our brother, Cabinet Secretary for Trade and Investment, former Governor of Kwale, Governor Waziri Mvuria, to say a few words to us and invite you to address us, Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Governor Mungaro. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, His Excellency Governor Gideon Mung'aro, also Governor from Mombasa, Abdul Swamad, the Governor of Kwale, Honorable Fatuma Achani, my colleague CS Hassan Ali Joho, the CS Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, the PSS here present, high-level officials from both the county and the national government, our investors and stakeholders. Your Excellency, allow me to take this opportunity, first of all, to recognize other key leaders in our midst. I want to recognize, first of all, my colleague Hassan Ali Joho, who is here with us. I also want to recognize PS Abubakar Hassan, the PS in charge of investment promotion, PS Dr. Alfred Kombudo, the PS in charge of trade. We also have senior Dr. Francis Atuoli, Secretary General Kotu, who is in our midst. I also want to recognize former Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala, who is also joining us here, and many other leaders, and now also the Speaker of the Senate, His Excellency Right Honorable Amason Jeffa Kingi, also a senior leader in this county. Your Excellency, before I make a few remarks and invite you, allow me, Your Excellency, because investment is a whole government approach. I would like to request that I also invite my colleague Hassan Ali Joho to also make brief remarks, and then we continue with the program. Karibu sana, Waziri.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President William Samoei Ruto, my colleague CS Salim Mvurya, Honorable Members of Parliament, Excellency Governors, allow me, Your Excellency, to begin first of all by congratulating Governor Gideon Maita Mung'aro for inviting us for this very momentous occasion. This really, for me, is an important conversation and largely a game changer on our economic conversation in our region. Your Excellency, I wouldn't want to take so much time. I know presentations have been made and you're likely to give us a lot more information, but I want the Kenyan people to know that in Kilifi here, there is, number one, enormous potential in the area of mining. Your Excellency, in Kilifi, probably in the entire coastal region, besides where Governor 002 comes from, I think in the deposits of limestone, you are competing. And therefore, we are now hosting one large cement factory. I have licensed very recently another one that will set up here in the Chonyi area with the support of the area member of parliament. Your Excellency, Ken Chonga is the one that brought investors to me, and I want to appreciate his effort. Your Excellency, in Kilifi here, we have witnessed after the air geological, physical, geophysical survey was done, there were many occurrences, but we are aware that there's huge deposits of manganese, lead, and obviously almost 40 or 50% of the salt that is consumed in the country comes from Kilifi, Your Excellency. There is also, you know, Your Excellency, since you appointed me as CS for mining, I'm learning a new mineral every day. So there's a mineral called phonolite. that has tremendous potential here. Obviously, silica sand, because of the production of cement on where Paul Katana and Kengamupe come from. Every house probably that you see in Kilifi, the coral building block is locally produced. And I believe strongly that is as a program that supports your housing program, Your Excellency. And I want to encourage that we organize more young people, put them in cooperatives, and encourage them to manage the process as well and be able to create some wealth. Your Excellency, that what surprised me is that all along I've been thinking, because Best Titanium opted to settle in Kwale, that Kwale may have had a huge deposit of titanium. Obviously, over the period they've proved that they extracted quite a bit, but I want to report that the occurrences on titanium on the belt of Kilifi are as big or even bigger than what has been extracted in Kwale. Your Excellency, in our EEZ for fishing, which has a potential of about 300 billion that is untapped, Kilifi hosts a fair share of that potential. And I feel encouraged, Your Excellency, that Governor has signed an MOU with the Kenya Shipyard to be able to support our fisherfolk, particularly artisanal fishermen and women, to be able to be more productive. Your government, Your Excellency, has invested heavily in supporting some programs, such as building fishing ports here in Kilifi, in Malindi. Your Excellency, you negotiated on our behalf as the Kenyan people for a much larger investment that you probably announced it yourself at some point. That is, we have unlocked, and hopefully soon we will be able to get consultants design and be able to realize that potential. Your Excellency, I feel very encouraged with one memorandum of understanding the governor has signed with Digital Opportunity Trusts, so that we can monetize our content creation. The country must be built by hard work. It must be built by commitment. And therefore, for us to realize the potential we have, number one, government can create its support infrastructure or infrastructural support. But oftenly, what changes the game is private equity when it is injected in our economy. Because our young people need jobs. We need to be able to create wealth. We need to be able to uplift the standards of the lives of the people. That can only be realized by true hard work. And therefore, I feel encouraged that we must have this meaningful conversation on how we can turn around our economy. Your Excellency, Abdul Samad thought he's the only one who could speak Swahili. And he seized the moment. Akatoa methali moja tu ya kusema, ulisema nini vile? Ukiona sasa yeye amesema ukiona vaolea. Nataka nimwambie hiyo sio Kiswahili. Kiswahili ukiona vaelea. Si ndio hivyo? Vimeundwa. So nataka niwaambie tu ndugu zangu, kazi ya kujenga nchi si kazi rahisi. Na those that are in government, including the president, akijenga, don't ever assume for 1 minute that because I'm a minister, what I do in my workspace, I'm doing it for myself. We're doing for the current and the future population. So it is important that we all realize that every Kenyan, in one way or another, they have a contribution to make. And I want to urge all of us, we sell our country positively. We sell our country positively. And I want to repeat some sentiments I said earlier. I was with the president in New York. And one in one of the meetings when I was trying to sell the blue economy space. 90% of the questions that were being asked are informed from some space in social media. Like we could not really answer. And we are only asking that let us be responsible. It is our country. We cannot have another Kenya. 1 year wasted is far too long for the future generation. So nataka too, because there's a lot of private sector voices that I would term credible in this conversation, tafadhali inform the rest of the world that Kenya is ripe for investment. Kenya is ready for investment. We have systems that work. Kenya is a liberalized economy. There's a lot of space to be able to secure yourself and do business. Mheshimiwa Rais, Mr. kuendelea zaidi hapa niseme karibu sana huku Vipingo. And Governor, you've showed us the way. Mngaro, I hope the next one we'll be able to invite the President to do a Jumuiya one, because you are interdependent. Nikutakie kila laheri, Governor, na nikwambie me and you have discussed in certain areas of potential in mining. Your Excellency, we have progressed 3 companies from prospecting to mining here in Kilifi. And they have reported to us they are likely to employ not less than 6,000 of our young people. So hopefully when they are backing ground, Your Excellency will allow, I'll invite you to come and officiate. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki na awalinde. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Waziri. Allow me, Your Excellency, to also invite Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Amason Kingi, to also share his remarks, being a senior leader also in Kilifi County. Karibu sana, Mheshimiwa Speaker.
Your Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, my brother Honorable Gideon Mungaro, Governor Kilifi County, Cabinet Secretaries present, Honorable Members of Parliament, other governors from neighboring counties, members of County Assembly, representatives of partners and investors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks yet another milestone in Kilifi County's transformative journey, a journey fueled by bold vision, and the bearer being the Governor of Kilifi, who has an unwavering determination and a meaningful partnership. This gathering of minds and resources under the theme accelerating economic growth through partnership reflects Kilifi's readiness to step into its destiny as a hub of innovation, investment, and growth, not just for Kenya, but for the region and the world. Allow me to commend my brother and Governor, the Honorable Gideon Mungaro, for his leadership and vision in convening this conference. My brother, your efforts are building on a foundation laid over the years and positioning Kilifi as a beacon of great opportunities. Kilifi is not just a place on the map. It's a story of resilience, rich culture, and endless possibilities. Few counties in Kenya are strategically endowed as Kilifi. From its breathtaking coastline and vast blue economy potential to its agricultural riches and renewable energy prospects, Kilifi is a place where opportunities meet ambition. Our history reminds us of Kilifi's pioneering spirit. It is here that Christianity and education first took root in Kenya, at Rabai. It is here that seafarers and explorers left a legacy of trade and commerce. And it is here today that we convene to reimagine Kilifi's future as an investment hub. But beyond this, beyond its resources and history, Kilifi's greatest asset is its people, the youthful, skilled, and hungry for opportunities. They are ready to partner with investors to create businesses that uplift not just Kilifi, but the nation at large. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, our Constitution through Article 174 established devolution to bring governance and development closer to our people. But the promise of devolution cannot be realized by government alone. It requires collaboration with the private sector to unlock resources, expertise, and innovation. As a former governor of Kilifi, I can attest to the transformative power of investments. The first international investment conference held here in 2016 attracted impressive investments. Today, Governor Mngaro's leadership is taking Kilifi to even greater heights. This conference offers a platform. This conference offers a platform for investors to explore new frontiers in renewable energy, agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, and the blue economy. These investments are not just about profits. They are about transforming lives, building infrastructure, and creating sustainable solutions to the challenge of today and tomorrow. To our esteemed investors, let me say this. Kilifi is open for business, and so is Kenya. The Senate, which I'm privileged to lead, is committed to creating an enabling environment for investment. Through legislative oversight, resource allocation, and policy frameworks, we are ensuring that counties like Kilifi have what they need to attract and sustain investment. For instance, just yesterday, His Excellency the President assented to 3 pieces of legislation, one of them being the Division of Revenue Amendment Act 2024, that opens door for disbursements of 387 billion on equitable share of revenue to counties for the financial year 2024-2025, and signaling our commitment to ensuring counties are adequately funded. The others are the National Rating Act 2024 and the Water Amendment Act 2024 are similarly timely, as all have a direct bearing on the service provision in counties. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we chart Kilifi's investment future, we must also recognize the challenges that lie ahead. Chief among them, climate change. Kilifi's key sectors, that is tourism, agriculture, and blue economy, are deeply climate sensitive. The conservation of mangroves, marine biodiversity, and promotion of renewable energy are not just priorities, they are necessities in this country. As investors, you have the opportunity to align your ventures with sustainable practices that benefit both your businesses and the planet. Imagine Kilifi as a leader in clean energy, a champion of climate action, and a hub of green investment. That future is not far off. It starts here today with all of us. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, this is our moment. Kilifi has rolled out the red carpet. The governor has rolled out the red carpet for you to explore, engage, and invest. Let us seize this opportunity to build partnerships and accelerate economic growth, create jobs, and uplift communities. Let us make Kilifi a shining example of what is possible when vision meets action and when investments are driven by purpose. I call upon Kilifi's leadership to demonstrate its commitment to addressing bottlenecks and creating a seamless experience for investors and align its policies to global best practices. I also urge you to use every opportunity to nurture partnerships between government and investors, between communities and businesses, and between vision and action. As Speaker of the Senate, I assure you of our unwavering support. Governor, you have our unqualified support as a Senate. The Senate stands as a partner, an ally, and an advocate for investments and transform lives and drive Kenya's progress going forward. In closing, I invite you to dream big with Kilifi. Explore the possibilities, connect with the people, and be part of the story of transformation that we are writing today. And just like it has been put as a practice, you must end with Swahili. Mimi nataka niseme hivi nikimalizia. Wahenga wanasema ukitaka kuitwa babu lazima ukubali msichana wako aolewe. Huwezi kutaka kuitwa babu na kila siku wavulana wakija pale nyumbani unawafukuza. Governor Mung'aro ametia sahihi makubaliano na kampuni kadha wa kadha. Na kuna kitu ambacho kimefurahisha kwamba sehemu ya Kaloleni kuna ardhi zaidi ya ekari 3,000 ambayo wenyeji wako tayari itumike kwa minajili ya maendeleo. Itakuwa ni jambo la kufadhaisha la aibu kwamba governor ataenda mbio kama vile tumeona akitembea. Aweke mikakati, aweke ruwaza yake mbele, halafu wakati anakuja nyanjani anapata vizuizi. Wawekezaji waje na wakose pahala pa kuweka zile investment zao. Kwa hivyo ikiwa kweli tunataka kukumbatia hawa wawekezaji na ikiwa kweli tunataka maendeleo ije Kilifi, hatuna budi wakati wawekezaji wakija, vile vitu ambavyo wanahitaji lazima tuzipeane. Tusiwe kama yule mtu ambaye alikuwa anataka kuitwa babu lakini binti yake hataki kumwoza. Kwa hiyo mengi machache, Mwenyezi Mungu atubariki sote. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Speaker. Your Excellency, before I invite you to make your remarks, Your Excellency, allow me just to take a swipe and also summarize a few things that relate to investment, trade, and industry. Your Excellency, first of all, I would like to congratulate Governor Gideon Mung'aro and the entire leadership of Kilifi County Government for this occasion. This is an occasion where Kilifi County Government is getting a new profile. A profile that is going to illuminate the opportunities available, but also a profile where they will be capturing the opportunities that can be invested here in Kilifi. I'm aware, Your Excellency, that the entire region here in Coast, there has been a lot of enabling environment through your government that enables investment to happen. First of all, this is an area with very good port infrastructure all the way from Lamu to Kwale. It is also an area that you have invested heavily, Your Excellency, on issues of airports and also roads. And as your Minister for Investment, Your Excellency, I want to confirm that that enabling environment is very crucial for the investment that we hope to have as a country. Your Excellency, you have properly aligned your national manifesto and also the national plan in our MTP4, which is very crucial to make sure that we are very clear on what we want to achieve as government. And part of what is happening today, Your Excellency, is a critical feature of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And we have always looked up to the counties to be very inspiring to investments. And today here is a critical testament that county governments are now moving just from being units, but the real destination where investments needs to happen. Your Excellency, as a ministry, we want to commit to you that we will support the county governments to ensure that whatever investments are in store, we will be able to work with them so that these investments come to fruition. And one of the areas that we are doing, Your Excellency, is to ensure that county governments have a uniform licensing system which has been a big challenge for investors, and we will work with them to streamline that area. The other area that we will do as part of capacity building is to ensure that we work with county governments to develop county competitive index, which will then be able to allow them to be aware of what they have, but also have a strategic intervention on how they are going to harness those opportunities in the counties. The other area we'll be working with county governments, Your Excellency, is on the area of regulation. And we also want to bring regulations that are going to create an enabling environment for county governments to be the real champions of investments in our country. Your Excellency, I'm aware that there are also a number of initiatives. Part of it, you have mapped the entire country, Your Excellency, where we have special economic zones and also export processing zones. And Your Excellency, I'm also happy to say that there are 3 county governments that have already been licensed as special economic zone. And the one for Kilifi, since we are here, Your Excellency, I want to confirm that we've already received the papers, and within a very short time, Your Excellency will process them so that we gazette the areas that they are requesting. Your Excellency, I think the other issue I want to say to all Kenyans, investment also comes with the enabling environment. And part of what you've already done, Your Excellency, as part of transformation, you have profiled this country, Kenya, globally as a very progressive country, as a country where we can have a critical mass of all of us to change not just Kenya, but the entire Africa. And that you have done, Your Excellency. You have also created an enabling environment economically by making sure that the shilling has stabilized against other foreign currencies. Your Excellency, our diversity in terms of culture is also our advantage. Your Excellency, you are the African champion on greening Africa. And that is why you are the chair of African Green Initiative. And as a ministry, I want to tell all the investors in the green sector, we also have incentives when you are investing in green. We have tax rebates and other things that we will do when you provide compliance for green investment. The other enabling environment, Your Excellency, that enables investment is the issue of national unity. National unity is critical for us because it gives a country the stability that is required. And the broad-based government, Your Excellency, is very impactful in terms of stabilizing our country. Your Excellency, this you have done, and I want to rally all Kenyans to ensure that we support His Excellency the President on this project of uniting Kenya. It is a project that is going to be very useful in ensuring that we get the jobs that we require and all the other things that we want to do for Kenya's prosperity. Your Excellency, I don't want to say much because today is your day. But I also want to say that here in the Coast region, we have a lot of potential that can really change this country, and the entire Kenya is full of potential that can also be very useful in the world. So Your Excellency, kwa sababu sitaongea sana, nataka tu kumalizia hapo, lakini niweze kumshukuru sana gavana wa hapa, Mheshimiwa Gideon Mung'aro, na viongozi wote ambao wameweza kufanikisha siku hii ya leo. Ni siku ambayo hatuwezi kuichukulia kimzaha. Ni siku ambayo iko na historia na ni siku ambayo ina nafasi nzuri ya kubadilisha maendeleo na uchumi wa sehemu hii. Mheshimiwa Rais, sisi tutaendelea kukuunga mkono katika hizi juhudi za uwekezaji na mambo ya viwanda. Kwa sababu jambo lingine mzuri umefanya Mheshimiwa Rais, umefungua soko Afrika nzima. Kupitia mpango wa African Free Continental Trade Area, tumefungua soko mpya ya population ama idadi ya watu bilioni 1 na milioni 400. Umefungua soko kule Ulaya kupitia ule mpango wa Economic Partnership Agreement ambao tunatekeleza. Kwa hivyo ni muhimu sasa sisi wa Kenya tunapopata wawekezaji tuhakikishe tunakuwa na uzalendo, kwanza wa kuipenda nchi yetu, kwanza wa kupenda bidhaa zetu ili ziweze kukubalika katika nchi ya ng'ambo. Mheshimiwa Rais, nichukue tu nafasi hii niwaulize kila mmoja wetu, be upstanding, and we welcome His Excellency the President to come and speak to us. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa Rais, na kabla uanze hotuba yako Mheshimiwa Rais, niruhusu tu nikuombe tupatie barua wale wawekezaji wa Centum ambao walikuwa wameomba muda mrefu lakini siku yao ni leo. Yule Managing Director, tafadhali kuja hapa mbele tuweke hii jukumu ya kihistoria. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Asanteni sana. Tafadhali tunaweza keti chini. Thank you very much. Excellencies, honorable members, our private sector captains of industry, our most valued participants today, the investing community, and friends. Today marks a very important day in Kilifi County. Na nimekuja hapa makusudi, sio kwa sababu nimekosa mahali pa kuenda ama kazi ya kufanya. Nimekuja hapa kwa mpango makusudi, ili niungane na watu wa Kilifi na viongozi wa Kilifi katika sherehe hii ya muhimu ya investment conference ambayo itapatia wawekezaji kutoka sehemu zote za taifa letu la Kenya, bara la Afrika, duniani kote nafasi ya kuwekeza katika kaunti hii ya Kilifi, wakati wanatafuta nafasi pia ya kuwekeza katika taifa letu la Kenya. Nichukue nafasi hii nimpongeze gavana wetu Gideon Mung'aro kwa maono, mpango, na vile vile viongozi wa kaunti hii kwa kuungana naye ili tuweze kuweka Kilifi mahali ambapo watu wataelewa ya kwamba pale Kilifi kuna nafasi ya uwekezaji, kuna nafasi ya biashara, kuna nafasi ya kupanua uchumi, ajira ipatikane, tuweze kuzalisha uchumi wenu, tuondoe umaskini, ndio Kenya iweze kupiga hatua ya kwenda mbele. There cannot be a progressive Kenya without our thriving counties. It is therefore a privilege for me to be in the midst of this esteemed gathering of local and international investors, leaders from all levels of public sector, both national and within our counties, and stakeholders at the inaugural Kilifi County International Investment Conference, a groundbreaking event to showcase Kilifi County as a premier investment destination for Kenya, East Africa, and the world. The time has come to show that beyond its renowned, vibrant culture, sandy beaches, and hospitable people, Kilifi is also a competitive destination for transformative investments. This conference demonstrates that our counties are not only capable of leading, but are already driving the transformation of Kenya's socio-economic landscape. Today, as we shine a spotlight on Kilifi's immense potential, we gather to reaffirm our commitment to building an economy where prosperity is shared from the bottom going up. Devolution has provided us with a unique opportunity and the capacity to empower our grassroots by unlocking untapped socio-economic potential. Kilifi County exemplifies this promise, making bold strides to establish itself as an investment, industrial, and commercial hub, while highlighting its significant contribution to our nation's reputation as a land of opportunity, shared prosperity, and limitless possibilities. The government of Kenya remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring that all counties across Kenya harness their unique endowments and capitalize on their undeniable potential to attract investment and emerge as powerful engines of our national growth and development. Each of the 5 strategic pillars of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda is dedicated to implementing clear plans that translate this vision into reality, ensuring that no one is left behind on our journey towards prosperity and socio-economic transformation. Nowhere is this impact more evident than here in Kilifi, in particular, and the coastal region in general. Through modernized infrastructure, thriving export processing zones, and special economic zones, we are demonstrating the power of devolution to deliver real, tangible, and transformative outcomes. These efforts not only enhance the dignity of our people, but also create meaningful jobs, put money in their pockets, and secure their health. For instance, our efforts to modernize port infrastructure are bearing fruit. The Port of Mombasa, a critical gateway for trade, has seen cargo throughput rise from 33.8 million metric tons in 2022 to 35.9 million metric tons in 2023, with container traffic increasing by 12% to 1.6 million units. Similarly, Lamu Port, now fully operational, handled 27,000 metric tons of cargo from 36 vessels in 2023, and recent upgrades, including the installation of modern gantry cranes, have enabled it to handle 3 ships simultaneously today. Reduced tariffs and extended free storage periods have further enhanced its appeal, driving growth and opening new trade corridors. The indirect effects of these developments are felt across our local economy. Faster delivery of goods have improved supply chains, benefiting small-scale traders, while expanding port capacity and the establishment of special economic zones around our country. For Kilifi's farmers and fisherfolk, these advancements translate into higher incomes, better job security, and increased participation in global trade. I am very proud that today we have issued the approval letter to Vipingo Special Economic Zone, a 2,000-acre facility that I am informed by the partners of Centum, our friends from Arise, and I'm sure they are here. What to Arise wako area? Are they here? They are Arise people? Oh, right there. Great friends of Kenya I am confident about their investment potential and capacity to turn around the space we have in this rare Vipingo area as a special economic zone facility. I must commend the people of Kilifi, specifically the people of Kaloleni and the people of Kayafungo, for having the foresight to know that instead of subdividing the 3,000 acres into little plots that would have not as much meaning, they have decided to consolidate that 3,000 acres into a special economic zone that will see greater investment in Kaloleni and in Kilifi County. And I agree with the Governor, our Speaker. For those of you who don't understand Kiswahili, let me paraphrase the Wahenga story he told us. Speaker Kingi has told us, if you want to be a grandfather, you must allow your daughter to be married. Otherwise, you can't be a grandfather. So, if we want to see the transformation that we want, we must allow land in Kayafungo to be made a special economic zone. That is how we are going to create the jobs of the future. That is where we are going to create the economy of the future and the wealth of the future. It is just as simple as that. And it speaks to many of our projects in Kenya. Those who stand in the way of many of these projects, they are delaying our opportunity to be called grandfathers. You know? So I'm really, I'm very happy and I'm very proud of the people of Kilifi. I am very proud of the county government of Kilifi. The MCAs who are here, who are supporting your county government, supporting the initiatives, the investments that are being pushed by your county governments. It is the right thing to do. Many people will tell you, why are you not opposing Mungaro is doing this? Why don't you oppose this? Why don't you oppose that? Let me ask you to do the right thing. If something is right, say it is right. If something is wrong, let us say it is wrong. But let us not play petty politics on everything. We have a country to look after, and you people have a county to mind and to develop and to grow. So I must commend the leaders in this county. I see the leaders in this county from across the divide, the political divide. They are working together on matters that are important to the people of this county. You must stand together and assist this county. Ndio nasema nimefurahi sana kuona ya kwamba katika kaunti ya Kilifi kuna watu wazalendo wa kaunti hii ambao wanaelewa maana ya waegezaji na miradi na mipango ambayo itasaidia kukuza uchumi wa kaunti hii ya Kilifi. Na mimi nataka niwaeleze serikali ya Kenya itasimama kidete pamoja na nyinyi. Ndio nilisema pale mbeleni, mimi sijakuja hapa kwa sababu nimekosa mahali pa kwenda. Nimekuja hapa makusudi because I have a duty to encourage. When people are doing the right thing, we must encourage them to do even better. So, muzidi na kufanya bidii hiyo. The indirect effects of these developments are felt across the economy, as I have said. Through our collective efforts, these infrastructure achievements are being transformed into opportunities that uplift communities and sustain livelihoods. Kilifi County has steadily evolved into a hub for thriving export processing zone. Notable firms include Nuts and More Processing, East Africa, which you all know, which employs 405 workers to process cashew nuts for export. For a very long time, we wanted an export facility, and we're going to support this company to make sure that it does more. Let me also inform the county government of Kilifi that we have resources in our commodities fund that can support seeds and growing of cashew nuts in Kilifi County. If you apply to our commodities fund, we want a partnership between the county government of Kilifi and the national government. We will support your new varieties, new investments in coconut growing that will help support the export of coconut economy in this county. We also have Kenya Tropical Sea Life EPZ right here in Kilifi that exports ornamental and exotic marine fish to many parts of the world, including in Dubai. Right from Kilifi County here. Again, we will work together to see to it that we provide the necessary environment for the expansion of these facilities that already exist in this county, not to mention Fuhua Kenya EPZ Limited that produces knitted fabrics and undergarments with 747 employees already here. And I am informed of their next phase of investment that will extend the number of employed staff to about 3,000 employees. When I was in China 2 years ago, we engaged this company. I am very happy that today in Kilifi, there is an investment and the young people of Kilifi have jobs and we are expanding our export into the global market. And also to mention the Mega Apparel Industries Limited manufacturing woven clothing and providing jobs to 3,300 people, again, here in Kilifi. It speaks to the opportunities that can be unlocked in Kilifi. These are just, but to mention a few. The EPZ facility that will now be created here in Vipingo, and the one that will be operationalized in Kayafungo will double the capacities that I have mentioned here significantly. And it also speaks to our overall plan, as was said by Minister Mvurya, what we are doing in Sagana, EPZ, what we are doing in Murang'a, EPZ, what we are doing in Nakuru, what we are doing in Eldoret, what we are doing in Busia, and what we will be doing in the other areas, including the one I mentioned day before yesterday in Taita Taveta County, including all the other facilities that we are working on. This is what we must do. We must work together as leaders to unlock the potential that exists in our country. To enhance local participation and increase the value of exported products, the government has initiated flagship EPZ facilities, I have said, in Busia, Eldoret, Murang'a, Kirinyaga, that are all over 90% complete in construction. And additionally, through the promotion of special economic zones, Kenya has listed or licensed 39 EPZs, with 10 located within the coastal economic bloc, whose initiatives are driving economic growth and creating jobs while strengthening Kenya's export capacity. And let me say this, ever since we had our EPZ in 1990, up to 2002, we had 13 investments. In the last 2 years, we have doubled those investments by another 11, and there are another 6 in the pipeline. And We are doing this intentionally because it not only creates jobs, but it also enhances our export capacity and making sure that Kenya plays in the right league. I am pleased and I commend Centum for the 2,000-acre special economic zone here in Vipingo, and I am confident that Centum PLC, a publicly listed company with over 36,000 shareholders, and Arise integrated industrial platforms will work together and unlock the true potential of the 2,000-acre special economic zone here in Vipingo. With construction scheduled to begin in early 2025, is that correct, my good brother Moria? Correct? The Vipingo Free Trade Zone is set to host over 200 industries across key sectors, including agro-processing, manufacturing, IT, logistics, green energy, and pharmaceuticals. And I want to encourage the minister to make sure that whatever hurdles stand in the way for that investment are removed so that we can unlock that potential and create jobs. This investment is projected to create at least 10,000 new jobs over the next few years, and this zone offers fiscal incentives, sustainable energy solutions, and state-of-the-art infrastructure empowering MSMEs and fostering local supply chains and advancing Kenya's industrialization agenda. Beyond industrial growth, the national government is committed to revitalizing the tourism sector, both in the coastal region and across the country. Tourist arrivals in 2024 are projected to reach 2.5 million, up from 1.4 in 2022, signaling the dawn of a new era of excellence in Kenya's tourism industry. With an ambitious target of attracting 5 million tourists in the next 5 years, we are implementing innovative policies such as the visa-free entry program, which simplifies access for international visitors and solidifies Kenya's position as a premier global destination. Here in Kilifi, the resurgence of tourism is apparent with the refurbishment of hospitality facilities, ensuring the sector continues to sustain thousands of families while strengthening Kenya's place on the global tourism map. I was very pleased to hear the governor of Kwale tell us that there are no rooms available in the hotels in Kwale. That is the best news that we can get, that our hotel facilities are doing well and we are looking for additional investors to invest in that space. It speaks volumes of the kind of intervention that we have put in place and the working together between counties and the national government, and also our tourism sector performance and the profiling that we have done for Kenya to make sure that people globally appreciate the position of Kenya as a country that is safe, a destination that has value, and a people that are warm. As Kilifi continues to urbanize, I encourage the county government to collaborate with the private sector to develop incentives that leverage the affordable housing program. I want to tell the people of Kilifi, in our own program, we have 10,000 housing units that are already lined up for Kilifi County under our affordable housing program. And also, you can unlock more working with the private sector. We think also there is great opportunity to safeguard agriculture and food security from adverse effects of uncontrolled land fragmentation, but also establish a framework for integrated land use planning and sustainable development. Affordable housing is more than just brick and mortar. It is a commitment to restore dignity to families by ensuring that every Kenyan has access to safe, decent, and secure shelter. It is also a powerful driver of economic activity, having generated already 164,000 new jobs over the past year, These opportunities span construction, manufacturing, and service industries, empowering local artisans, builders, suppliers, while fostering the growth of small and medium enterprises. In the digital economy, we are expanding last-mile fiber optic connectivity by leveraging Kenya Power's extensive transmission network to reach remote, unserved, or underserved areas. This digital transformation is unlocking opportunities for young IT workers, digital creators, and entrepreneurs, enabling them to thrive locally while connecting to global markets. And I was very happy, Gideon, when I saw you sign an MOU with digital media that will assist more young people get into the creative space. That is a very positive development. We must use the digital space, the digital media space. We must use that to drive our creative economy, to drive our digital job framework. And it is the reason why we are expanding the fiber optic across Kenya. I know many people will want to use that for other purposes, to insult others, to quarrel others, but we can as well use it for positive purposes, making sure that our creatives are doing more, making sure that our young people can access digital jobs. We can expand digital commerce. We can access government facilities, both county and national government services on the same platform. So we will continue to work with you to make sure that that goes to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, let us collaborate to enhance the business environment, reduce barriers, and position Kilifi as a model county for investment and growth. To our investors, I encourage you to engage with confidence. Behind the statistics are real people with aspirations, ready to partner with you in transforming not just Kilifi, but our entire nation. Let me just say two final things. Number one is to commit. When I had a meeting with the leadership of our counties, I did commit that because as an administration, we believe in the power of devolution. And we believe that devolution can deliver as new centers of growth around Kenya. We did commit that we would find an amicable solution to the standoff that existed between the two houses. I'm very happy that that was sorted out last week, and I have already signed the Division of Revenue bill into law. And now the counties can access 387 billion of the shareable revenue, and also another 20,000 teachers is going on in the country so that we can better protect our education sector. Let me also commit that as part of this whole journey of creating an enabling environment, Kilifi County, we have allocated 2 billion shillings to expand the last mile connectivity to different parts of this county. As part of our bigger plan to connect 460,000 homes in the next 2 years, and Government of Kenya is going to spend about 36 billion in that project, because we want to make electricity available so that industrialization, agro-processing, value addition can continue in different parts of Kenya with all the products that we produce, either from mining, from agriculture, and from all the other sectors. And I want to, I can proudly say that Kilifi is at the heart of our plan. Let me also say that when I was here, I made a commitment to the people of this county that we will also deal with the challenge of absentee landlords, because there are too many people who are living as squatters. That journey has begun. Hopefully, I did meet the leadership of the various counties in this coast, and there is just some small consultation that we need to complete. We have already identified Gaza village in Kwale, Juda area in Kisauni, Mtangani and Kijiwetanga in Malindi as the first beneficiaries of the resources we are going to use to buy land so that we can settle squatters and make sure that we drive the possibility of eliminating absentee landlords. This will happen in the first quarter of next year, and I have an elaborate plan to make sure that we deliver on our commitment on making sure that we deal with the challenge of squatters in this coast province as we deal with it elsewhere in the Republic of Kenya. It is a good move so that our investors can also be confident that whatever investment they put in this country or in this region is safe, is secure, and is not subject to court cases and other matters that sometimes attend to this. Let me conclude my remarks by commending again the great people of this county for this very exemplary engagement with our investors, and to assure all the investors that are present here, that are coming soon, that we are going to move this together in the right direction. I know Kiswahili changu kidogo haifiki pale mahali pa Amazon Kingi ama hawa wangwana wa kutoka Mombasa. Changu kidogo ni cha bara, ni bara sio? So I will not attempt to make any reference to Kiswahili, but next time I promise I will come prepared, because nimeona hapa kuna watu wanataka kutuchanganya na maneno. What I want to give you assurance is that we are going to transform this country. I am very confident. Kenya is going to change. Apart from the infrastructure things we are doing, apart from the electrification, also our universal health coverage. We cannot be able to undertake what we are doing if the health of our people is not looked into. I want to give my assurance that we are working with the counties. The counties have done their part of the bargain. We've hired, together with the counties, community health promoters, 100,000 of them. They are assisting us in mobilizing communities, in attending to communities at the lowest level possible. There is a lot of fake news and a lot of incorrect information that is out there. I want to assure the country that the challenges of fraud and corruption that had bedeviled the NHIF, they will never be, as so long as I am in charge, they will never be in our universal health coverage plan. We have costed the equipments, we have costed the drugs, we have costed the services with experts. The procurement of any equipment, the one that I see people talking about in the media, there was a procurement process. It was carried out between the counties and the national and the Ministry of Health. There is no obligation on any county to get any equipment from any supplier. There is no one supplier. I think there are 7 or so suppliers, and there is no obligation on any county. Anybody who says they were forced by the national government to sign whatever contract, those are conmen and they are liars. Because Mungaro is here, Abdul Samad is here, Fatuma is here. They are governors. There is nobody who forced them to sign any contract. That is the truth. Nobody was forced. And nobody, you have to be a fool to be forced to sign the wrong thing. And you actually sign. You know, and you go and announce that I was forced. You know? And number two, even if you sign for whatever equipment, it is you to choose what equipment you need. And if you have alternative ways of getting that equipment, you are free to get those alternative equipments from wherever. The only thing we were doing is to these are the county governments. That's the truth. Sindio Mungaro. That's correct. So let us not, and I am here and I will look the people of Kenya in the eye and tell them there will be no corruption in social health as long as I'm president. You know? And I am willing to be challenged, because we must get rid of corruption. We must get rid of fraud. We must make sure that Kenyans get the benefit and value for every cent they spend on everything, including in matters health. So that is how we're going to do it. It's going to be a commitment that we are going to make, all of us. I have asked all our counties and even the private sector. The program we have is going to make sure that citizens can pay for services, but those services must be provided. That is why there is need to have equipment in our hospitals. That is why there is need to have medicine in our facilities. And that is why there is necessity to have the human capital in terms of health professionals to provide that service. And we are working with the counties to make sure that wherever we can assist as the national government, let me say this, we've just released 2 days ago 1.5 billion shillings to assist KEMSA to make sure that they work with the counties to access drugs. I have asked my friends in the county governments to also pay their part to KEMSA so that we can get drugs, so that when citizens go to look for health service, there is money to pay from SHA, but there must also be drugs, human capital to dispense, and also equipment to make sure that that service is provided. So we need a healthy population for us to drive our country into the next level. Let me also assure the people of this great country that we are going to work together. We have made a solemn commitment that tribalism is not going to be part of our DNA. We must get rid of it. I know there are leaders who are unhappy that we have an expanded government. We have a government that brings everybody on board. Let me just tell them, this country belongs to all of us. There is no special Kenya. There is no special place. There is no special group of people. We are all one people, the people of Kenya. And we must, it is our duty to work together. Hakuna haja ya kukasirika ati kwa sababu unataka watu wengine wakue nje miaka yote. You know? Tufanye kazi kwa pamoja. Hii Kenya inatutosha. This country is big enough for all of us. We must not exclude others. It is not necessary. Let us include everybody. Working together, we can build the synergy, we can build the momentum to create that which is enough for every Kenyan, from every community and from every region and from every county. On that, I am solid rock. I'm not moving an inch. We must stay the course. I commend the county government of Kilifi under the leadership of my good brother Gideon for the excellent work being done here and for hosting this conference. I also extend my best wishes for a productive conference and look forward to witnessing its impact in driving investment momentum in Kilifi County. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kilifi County Integrated Conference 2024 is now officially open. Asanteni sana and God bless you.
Tumpongeze Rais mara nyingine kwa makofi. Your Excellency, with your permission.
That is President William Ruto there officially launching the Kilifi County International Investment Conference 2024 under the theme Accelerating Economic Growth Through Partnerships. We have seen other leaders equally accompanying President William Ruto, from Senate Speaker Amason Kingi, the host governor, that is Kilifi Governor Gideon Mung'aro, who is equally the chair of the Jumuiya's Counties of Pwani, Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Nasir, the CS Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry Salim Mvurya, Kwale Governor Fatuma Achani, and CS Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs Hassan Ali Joho. Remember, this particular investment conference is meant to woo investors to invest in Kilifi County, as it has been touted as a county with untapped potential. We have seen the leaders sign different memorandums of understanding by the Kenya Shipyard Limited, that is for blue economy and development in the maritime industry. We equally saw Zone Kenya Group, that is about to invest in 3,000 acres of land in Kayafungo that will be made to, just become a special economic zone. Not forgetting another memorandum of understanding that was signed by the African Digital Media Institute that is meant to employ 1,000 creatives and equally train them in order to give them that opportunity to offer employment in the future. We have seen President William Ruto commend Kilifi County leaders for working together despite being from different political factions, and just give them a way as giving them a way of expressing it as an example to other leaders that there is need to work together in the country in order to offer development in the country, not just in Kilifi County. Remember, this particular conference offers a platform to investors from different sectors, from agriculture, manufacturing, renewable energy, tourism, blue economy. As you're aware, Kilifi is known for the rich culture and sandy beaches, but what they're saying is it is time to show that Kilifi is beyond the rich culture and sandy beaches. This is a KTN. Of course, we will be covering this particular conference until tomorrow, when it will come to a culmination, and we'll equally be pitching camp here during the 7 p.m. bulletin and the 9 p.m. bulletin to have different conversations on this particular conference.